Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get this thing started. Y'all ready? Here we go. Oh, let me see. I think I turned my phone down. Let me turn it up, crank it up. Here we go. Julie and Milo show is here today. You don't want to miss a single word they say. Bringing you founders from near and far. Listen as they tell you now just who they are. Listen to the stories and how they tell. In just 3 minutes how they're doing well. Telling us what it's all about today. And how they're loving that on passive, way on passive. It's here to stay on passive. There's just no better way. Listen to the Julie and the Milo show. So then you can be the very first to know. On passive, it's here to stay. Julie and Milo show is coming your way Saturday on passive. Yeah. Milo, take it away. Hey, it's good to be here this morning with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are far. We are so glad you are here. And remember one thing about it: if you was not here, there would be no Milo show. There would be no Julie and Milo show, because that's what it is. It's all about you guys being here and joining with us. And so let me just clear the air. There's nothing wrong between me and Julie. Julie went her way. I'm going my way for a little bit till it launches. That way we can double the production. She can do whatever she wants to do. I've got other ideas that I want to do. I will be heavy into the churches and into the entertainment industry and into also into like cancer and stuff like that. Those are things that are passion. I have a passion for. Now, all of us are going to have different passions and we're going to go different ways. And that is what this is all about. It's about helping humanity. So now that we got that out of the way, let's move on. So just thankful that every one of you is here today. We got some big things coming up. As you guys all know, the O Founders is, a wonderful thing. And here we are, with ONPASSIVE, and what a beautiful thing. So we got a meet and greet today. We're going to be going out or up to Edmonton. Some good friends up there. Mr. Mike is is up there. We're going to be visiting his meet and greet. We're going to be having a virtual with them so that we can see what they're doing. And wish I was there, Mike. We'd be giving big hugs, man. I'll tell you that. All around, because we love everybody that's up there, love everybody that's in ONPASSIVE, and so we'll be doing that. Then we're going to kind of switch and we're going to go into Founders, Gone but Not Forgotten, and this is a celebration. Just like John said, this is a celebration. It's nothing really to mourn about, but it's a celebration of their life and how they had a dream and how maybe they didn't fulfill their dream, and we talked to them, and some of them, certain ones, and maybe I know different ones. We're going to allow everyone 3 minutes to talk, unless Nancy on? Nancy Yagavi. I would like for her to be the first speaker if she's on, but.
I do see Cindy Hopkins is here.
Okay. Oh,
but I don't see Nancy yet.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. So what we're going to do, I guess, Mike, how are you guys doing out in Edmonton?
Yeah, Milo. Thank you, everybody. Good to have everybody here today again. You see, Rita ran away when I'm coming to Edmonton, and she went somewhere far to Egypt to visit the mom. But we're just here at the event, Mr. Ellie's house. I'm waiting for all founders to come. I'm always on time. Today is a little bit hot over here, so I didn't have to put on a suit. I just want to be simple today so that the founders see me simple, So everybody will be dressing simple because the weather is too much hot today. Then we'll just wait for the event to start. Then I'll relay back to you all. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thanks, Ms. Lee Nakamoto, John Barilla. Thank you, everybody. Dr. Benny, Lister. I can see Jean Oliver. I can see David Schweitzer. I can see Auntie Maripendi, Laura, Barbara De La Salle, Nadu Lawson. Thank you very much. And Cindy Hopkins. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. We'll come back to you. What are you thinking? We'll come back to you at, you want us to come back to you at maybe the top of the hour and give you, we'll give you 10 minutes there, and then we'll go to you at the very end or something. Okay.
That would be awesome, Milo.
All right. So let's move on. First, I would like to say a few things because the Julian Milo Show or the Milo Show would not be here without certain people that have really supported us down through the time. And I would just like to say a few words about Lynn Nakamoto. She's constantly sharing all the time for us. And Julie Wynn, she is constantly sharing out there for us. Chris Johnson, Marty DeGarmo, where would we be without our big brother who comes and supports us every week and turns on the live? Red Renford supports us. Tanya is always advertising for us, you know, and getting it out there. Curtis Davis and the the Daily Inspiration, he is always advertising for us. Ocho Chiri, he is always, I send it to him. He is so nice. He puts it out there. He puts it on a lot of different groups and stuff. Bruce Gerstein does. Judy Miller does. And John Barilla. I know those people share, and there's probably a lot of others that do that I'm just not aware of. But I will tell you this, that if you would like to get on that list to share, send me a note. I'll make sure it gets to you, and you can share with your groups or wherever, because that's the way this grows. That's the way it grows. I will be starting a channel very soon, my own YouTube channel, and I'll be going a lot towards, there'll be a lot of my songs on there, a lot of my hymns, a lot of the gospel songs. There'll be ONPASSIVE stuff on there. It'll just have all kinds of stuff on there. Of course, time jumpers, I couldn't do it without the time jumpers being on there, and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I just haven't had the time to do it. That's all. So, but anyway, that's coming soon. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's start with the founders right now. Give me just a second, but Lynn, if you can post that picture that I gave you, and we're going to go through some names, and we're going to talk about them for a minute.
Okay, so what we're going to do then is screen share so that people can see the image, right?
Yeah.
Milo? Okay, Here we go. All righty. All right, you should now see that image. Do you all see it? Thumbs up, you see it? All right, good. All right, Milo, the image is showing.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Well, as we know, we're celebrating the lives of founders that are gone, but they're not forgotten. There's not a one of them that is forgotten. They all had a part in this ONPASSIVE, and we want to make sure that we always recognize that, because we are where we are today because of the founders that have gone before us. But some of them that are gone that will never be forgotten, and we never want to forget our founders. Let's start at the top. How about Scott Nelson? Scott Nelson was the original guy with the presentation. What an awesome guy, that he was. Susan Bacall, she come on with P and G, and the wife of David Bacall, who did such a wonderful work there in Papua New Guinea. I had the pleasure of meeting with Noah Nolt and Clara Note, and I can tell you That was one of the most wonderful meetings I ever had. I had no idea it was just, they called up, said they're going through Nashville. I sat down and I talked with them. Their passion, their heart was unbelievable. The dream that Noah had about helping people, was just second to none, and he left, too early. And his wife is still there, Claire. If you have not watched his show on the Julian Milo show, I really recommend that you do, because it was an awesome show and you can feel his heart in that. Also, we got from Papua New Guinea, we got Fred Levecki. And what a great guy that was, And if you watch his show on the Julian Milo show, just an incredible guy that had a lot to do with Papua New Guinea and helped out so much there. Fred Landswager. I talked to Fred a couple times is all, but I'll tell you what, he made such an impression on my life. We talked about, the UP in Michigan, and he was just a wonderful guy to talk to, and I know he had a big influence on a lot of people around. Now, some of the rest of them that are down here, I might not know them per se, but we will hear more about of them as we go. So we have Nitz Takata Dionadia. We got Dr. Levan Van Neste. We got Paul Anasambala. We got Scott Hughes. Marina Pillman. Lehigh Furman. Goran Nadovesa. Ricky Harrison. Linda Sims. Miss Tootie Wittajaja, Wally Gray, Robert Trusty, Felix Daniel, Shamantha Afreen Eva. Now, I did watch a show with her. She was from Bangladesh, an incredible person, and just as quickly as I seen her almost, she was gone. But appreciate all she did in Bangladesh. Latal Ashif, who is from Israel, and Joan Favett. I believe that is Maureen Favett's mother, if I'm not mistaken. Matthew Nakub and Sarah Lara. Now that's who I've got right now that I know about. If there's someone that didn't come on, that we didn't get their name, please send me a text message or a Facebook Messenger, and we'll try to get them on, and I'll redo this wall type thing, and I'll add names to it. We just want to make sure that we honor all that's been there. All right, Lynn, if you can quit sharing that post now, or that wall. All right, so now everybody gets a chance to talk. You get 3 minutes to talk about whoever you want to or whatever you want to. And, we want to, I shouldn't say it that way, not whatever you want to. It's going to be all about founders. So you want to take one of the names of the founders and talk about them for 3 minutes if you want, or if you got 2 or 3 of them, do that. Whatever you want to do to honor the people. So we're looking for hands raised. All right, looks like we got Lori. Lori Parley, come on down.
Can you unmute me?
We can hear you, Lori.
Oh, good.
I'm
I'm sorry, I'm driving, guys, but I just wanted to come on. For those of you who don't know me, I just wanted to say that I live near San Francisco, California, USA, and I have been a grateful, proud, and founder since March 16, 2019. And I was blessed to be on the Julian Milo show and a while ago. But I just wanted to say, because I've been around a while, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to Ash and his family and everyone on Passive, our founders. And my life has already changed. Whether we get commission or not, my life has already changed. I got my money's worth. But what I want to say is I've been here long enough to know both, blessed to know Susan and Scott. I never had a chance to engage with Scott personally, like on Facebook Messenger or anything like that, but I saw the vision of the first two videos of Ash, and Scott just helped me grow my roots into ONPASSIVE. And I was so sad that he passed away, but I know he's in good hands with God. And Susan, oh my goodness, I got to be on the first couple Papua New Guinea webinars and fell in love with Susan and David and, you know, Veronica and Nancy. They maybe remember me, maybe not, but I had a lot of life changes, so I had to drop into the background. But I got to engage with Susan in private Facebook group messages, and we were hoping to meet each other. And I've been blessed to be a scuba diver in my life, and on my bucket list has always been to go to PNG and just first and foremost to meet all of our founders, and maybe even hop in one of those pickup trucks and hang out with the boombox with them, listening to some webinars. I would love to do that. But Susan, both Scott and Susan had hearts of gold, and for humanity, you just felt like you knew them all your lives when you met them. And to all the other founders that have passed who I don't know and can't even name them, and I'm grateful for the list. I can't see it because I'm driving, but thank you, Milo, for putting this together, and for the gentleman, I think Stephen Watson or someone who suggested it. And I just love you all so much, and I look forward to engaging more now that the dust has settled into my life. Basically, what happened is I returned to my faith. I was born into Catholic family and baptized and fell away, and I'm back, and my life has never been better.
Awesome.
Thank you. Sorry, my navigator took over. I just wanted to say I'm just so grateful to be here, and I love you all, everyone in every 200 plus countries. I can't wait to meet.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Love you so much. God bless everyone. Bye.
And thank you for bringing up Steve Watson. Yes, Steve Watson is the guy who suggested. He said to me one day, he said, Milo, he said, I don't know if anyone's thought of it. He says, but is there anything going as far as founders, you know, that have passed on? And I said, man, that's a great idea. So that is where the idea come from. And I appreciate anytime anyone's got an idea that, you know, they want to run by me, please do. This was a wonderful idea. All right, next up, we got Mr. Buddy Pomacel. Come on down, brother.
Okay, thank you. First of all, Milo, thank you for doing this, and for everyone that was involved in putting it together. My wife, Janet, myself, never really met Scott Nelson in person. However, I don't know how we even met, but somewhere along the line, Scott had sent me some information about another company, and we got involved, and we found Scott to be such a genuine person. His heart was just always in the right place, and he was just a phenomenal person. And just listening to him speak, and he sent me some information about ONPASSIVE, and I looked at it, and I wasn't really interested, which I kicked myself at the beginning for not getting interested more. But Scott was never pushy, but just basically dripped on me, sent me some information every so often. And one day I was talking to him on the phone, and I said, you know what, Scott, let's do it. And that was June 23rd, 2019. And I've never regretted saying, let's do it. My wife and I have been in this together. We're really excited. And Scott just had that way of just being a true gentleman with a heart of gold. And I just am so happy that I was able to share moments with him, if not in person, however, at least on the phone and through emails. And he was just a great guy. And he has so much love for this company and so much seeing the future. And now it's far beyond what he even thought about at that time. And hopefully we'll all be together someday in the very far future, I hope. But right now, it's a great thing, as I said. And what can I say? Scott was just a perfect gentleman, a great innovator, a great person to know, and a great person to love, even though we've never personally met.
I agree with all of that, of course, and Stephanie as well. We've spoken to her a few times. Just great people, great hearts, and we're thankful that we're in it to win it, and to be able to help as many people as we can. We've been doing that all our lives, and we'll do it even more. And thank you to Ash and you and Julie for doing what you do. And we really appreciate it. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you so much. I love this, man. I love where this is going. Lynn, could you put that in the link in the chat, and so that everyone would be able to share it out to all their friends right now? I see we only got like 78 people or something. And I know
I'm looking for someone to post in the back office. It's not posted in the back office. That's a big thing. So I'll get someone. I'm finding someone.
In the back office for us?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone to post. I'm sure I'll find someone shortly. And I'll post the link in the chat right now.
Great. Thank you. Man, I like where this is going. I love listening to, I think we're going to learn a lot about some of these founders today, and it's a good thing. I mean, we don't want to forget them. And like he was saying, the heart of Scott Nelson. You know, I think Scott was one of them first ones, the visionaries that caught it, you know, and he understood it. And it was about humanity. It wasn't about Scott. It was bigger than that, you know, and I believe that he still has a lot to do with what's happening right now. You know, every one of them guys are probably looking down from above, and they realize that, you know, they're relying on us to carry out their dreams that they had, you know. And so it's an exciting time. So, all right, all the way from Canada, Miss Listra, come on down.
Hello again, everyone. Okay, Scott, I never knew him. When I first came into the company, my sponsor said to me, listen to this video, and it was of Scott. And what I got from him was the kind, loving, generous person that he was. He was a Christian, and I mean a Christian with heart. And he showed that, he portrayed that in his videos, which was so amazing. And I will never forget seeing where at the time there were only about 20,000 founders in the company. And he was so thrilled at that. He couldn't believe it. He says, this is amazing. I'm sure it was 20. But anyway, he was thrilled at that small number. And it brings me today to where we are. He would have been blown away at almost 1.5 mil. He would have been blown away, and he would have been so thrilled. Yeah, I just saw him as that person who was willing to do anything for anyone, just from his video. Susan Bacau, I really didn't know her. We had just become friends on Facebook, so I don't know her that well. But Fred was an amazing man. He also showed a clip once of trudging through the jungle to the villages to tell people about ONPASSIVE, and I thought that was incredible. You know, the lengths he went to show these people what ONPASSIVE could do for them. I mean, walking for miles and miles. And what I remember about him most of all was that incredible voice he had. He had quite the voice, and I just love that. Yes, we've lost some great people. I wish I knew all the others, but I didn't. That's all I have to say, you know, except that, you know, that's life. We never know from one day to the next. So we just have to live every day to the fullest and know that there is a God and that he is with us. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful, Lestra. And it is so important that we live in the moment, that we don't live in memories, we live in the moment. You know, that's important, because if you don't live in the moment, you can never make new memories. So, all right. There is one other one that I did not get in time to put on the list. Mr. David Schweitzer had told me John Harder also passed away. John Harder. So, all right, next up we have Miss Cindy Hopkins. Come on down, girl. You must be muted, Cindy. I don't hear you. Still not hearing you, Cindy. Hello, Cindy.
What Cindy's doing is she's touching the button too much, so she's muting and unmuting. So just click the button once, Cindy, and you will be unmuted. There you go. You're unmuted now.
All right, welcome, Cindy Hopkins, one of the first leaders. Come on down.
So Cindy, you're unmuted, but your volume is not high enough, so we can't hear you.
I don't hear you at all, Cindy. Cindy, click on the microphone, the arrow next to the microphone. You should be able to adjust your volume there. There's a thing for automatic adjustment. But while Cindy gets her microphone worked out, let's move on to the next one. And Cindy, we'll come back to you right after Jeannie. Did I say that right? Jeannie.
Yes, that's perfect. That's fine.
All right.
Jeannie is perfect.
Come on down, girl, and talk to us.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm just, what a beautiful tribute and a way to forever remember these incredible people. And I only knew two of them. The first being the person who invited me here. And that is Fred Langschwager. And I've spoken about him before, but I met him through another project, and he was the first time I ever saw someone be an absolutely selfless leader. Now in ONPASSIVE, we have a boatload of them. Like, we're surrounded, but it's not the norm. Out in the world, it's not the norm. So my first experience with that was Fred Langschwager. He just gave and gave and gave. He was the one doing the backup. He was the one managing the meetings. He was the one sending out everything, doing the troubleshooting, helping people, always training, giving of his time constantly. I just never seen anything like it. And when he introduced this to me, and he was so excited about it, and I sort of asked a couple questions because I wanted to make sure it didn't conflict with anything that we had already been doing. And he was like, I wouldn't be here if it was. His integrity was just incredible. And so it was also one of the first times I ever saw, when he passed away, it was so shocking. It just sent a literal shockwave out to all the people that knew him. And we just wept, and we continued to weep. It was such a loss to have. It was almost like something being ripped out of you. And that just shows what kind of a person he was. He just was the embodiment of giving. And I'm so grateful that I knew him, number one. I never met him in person, but I certainly knew him online. He loved music, and he would always send me clips of music. And he had been a competition ballroom dancer back in the day. And he would send me samba music and all the things he loved dancing to. And I so look forward to meeting him. That's not going to happen in this life, but I just wanted to say thank you, Fred, and we will never forget you. And we will just send out the news of the impact that you had in our lives forever. And then the only other one on the list that I knew was Susan Bacau. And like Lister said, I only met her just briefly before she passed away, but she had such an impact on me, so loving, so fierce in her passion for ONPASSIVE. And her funeral service, which I participated in, was it just cracked people wide open, much like Fred. It was just such a painful loss. But then it was a healing, like everybody came together, and David was an absolute warrior through all of that. And so those are the two that I knew on the list. I wished I'd known them all. And I just wanted to say to both of them, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your deep love of people and of ONPASSIVE. And I know you're watching over us. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. Very nice tribute to Fred and Susan. Appreciate that. All right, let's go back to Miss Cindy Hopkins and see if she has her microphone figured out. Cindy, are you there? Hello, Cindy. We are all so excited to hear from you, but it doesn't seem to be working right now. Cindy, I don't know, maybe if you went out and come back in, maybe that would help. We'll put you right at the top when you come in. We're excited to hear from you. So we're going to move on to the next one, and we'll get back to you next. So next up, we got Mr. Akram Hossein. Come on down, brother, and talk to us.
Thank you, Milo. Thank you very much. Can you hear me, please?
We can hear you well, brother.
Okay, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, and all proud founder members of the planet, Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. This is my start of Eid today. And now Eid is just started in Bangladesh. Before 30 minutes ago, our Eid festival is started. So I'm very much thankful to my God to be part of this ONPASSIVE journey, and then ASHMUFAREH sir. As you know, we have entered a new chapter in ONPASSIVE. So we are so much excited. At the same time, I am so much sorrow who have passed of the ONPASSIVE during the journey. So I would like to remember my colleague, and I would like to say she's name is Samantha Afrin Iba. You know very well, she is too much young, and in this moment she have gone in the. Actually, we cannot forget her because she working with me, and you know very well. I and Mahfouz presented Bangladesh webinars, so she always as our co-host panel, and we work a lot of webinars. She contributed with us, and she was a very kind person, and actually she want to work for the women encouragement and how to develop our women founders. She has a lot of contribution in our country. And now we have some of the women founders encouraging Samantha Afrin Iba, and they also remember her too much. And I would like to, one thing I would like to remember about Samantha Afrin, I have a lot of many things I can remember, but one thing I would like to share here. You know very well, once a time only ASHMUFAREH sir have come in Bangladesh to participate webinar in Bangladesh. Only one time he has come. So that time Samantha Afrin was a panelist, and she have several times messaged to me to talk with ASHMUFAREH sir. But I also tried to her to give the Samantha Afrin to talk with ASHMUFAREH sir. But that moment, our another co-host, they don't understand that, and we didn't get the proper time maintained. We cannot manage the to Samantha Afrin to talk to the ASHMUFAREH sir. But after when our webinar has finished, Samantha Afrin also called me, but that time in the 2 night, but I was sleeping. In the morning, she also called me. That time I pick up the call, just I get up from my sleep, and that time she just informed me, Akram, I'm so much happy you talked with Ash sir, so I have no any complaint. But if I can, that is my actually it was my dream if I can talk. So but you talked with ASHMUFAREH sir, that is my dream is fulfilled. So I cannot actually forget her this talk. After just only I think so far I remember that after 1 month or 2 months she gone from the world. So I actually really I cannot remember, I cannot fulfill her this dream. She wanted to the Ash sir, but this moment this many times I remember her this wishes, but I cannot do it. This her dreams cannot fulfill it. So it's actually really every time I feel it, and I also cry for her this when I remember it. But so everyone, we love her too much, and actually we cannot remember because she has a lot of contribution for the Bangladesh women development, for the foundation, how to that. So anyway, actually today's I will not talk more. So I also remember her this moment. So anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Askram. Thank you for speaking from your heart. And, hey, things, I'm sure she's looking down and she's seeing exactly what you just said, so thank you so much for sharing that with all of us founders. All right, let's see. Let's return back to Miss Cindy Hopkins. Are you available yet? Cindy. Cindy Hopkins. We do not hear you, Cindy. Oh, man, we want to hear you, Cindy. All right, let's move to the next one, and we'll come back to you, Cindy. Maybe, like I said, if you want to go off the Zoom and come back, maybe that will correct it. Test your audio when you come back in, and it's just something's not connecting in right now. Do you have a microphone that if you have a headset, maybe there's an off on switch on it or a volume on that you're not looking at? It's probably something real simple, but we would love to hear from you, Cindy Hopkins. All right, let's move on. Dr. Benny, come on down.
Thank you so much, Brother Milo, for making this tribute to all our founders who passed away. Despite the fact that I have never seen them in person, but I know that they inspired a lot of people. What I want to say about Sister Suzanne Bakau, she was a great leader. A leader is someone who inspires passion and motivation in followers. A leader is someone with a vision and path of realizing it. And I believe she was one. She was the best, to me, the best wife to her husband, the best mother to her children, the best auntie to her relatives. And I know that she is, and she's a sister to me and to each and everyone. May her soul rest in perfect peace. For those who passed away, may their soul rest in perfect peace. I know that they were supposed to be here to enjoy these dollars that will be coming, but unfortunately, our Father took them but I know that they're listening to what we are talking about, and they all love us in spirit. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. I just want to tell the families of the deceased my condolence to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you for those good words. All right, next up, let's see. Cindy Hopkins is not here, it doesn't look like yet. Maybe she went away and gonna come back. So let's go to Della Sales. Come on down, Della.
Hello, Milo.
Hey, how you doing, Della?
Hi, everyone. I miss you, Milo. I had to take advantage of this because my heart is full of love for the people who have gone ahead. Can you hear me?
Yes, hear you good.
Oh, Susan Bacall. Until now, I cannot get over it because David is my best friend and she became my best friend too. And we always talk every day. And until now, we can still communicate deeply, spiritually, because the number Angel 4, she loves Angel, David loves Angel. And number 444 is always appearing every day. That's why it makes me miss her. This is really deep, my relationship with Susan Bacall. And she is the best woman. And I believe Dr. Benny, she's the best. She has a very pure heart, very kind. And I was the first guest in the webinar. She was just there and very pure. So I was not connected to her. It was David. He was my best friend, but I came to know her in Instagram. And it was funny because I was able to know who she is because I always say David Bacall, baby boy, baby. And then I feel that she's really a very good wife, a very good person, a pure heart, because she didn't get jealous and she even reached to me and made friends with me. And that's the time that we've been friends. She is my best woman in GoFounders. And I will never forget her. We always communicate deeply. About Scott Nelson, he is a wonderful man too. And he is one of my inspiration when I started joining the webinar. And his voice really is so very, inspiring. His voice, Leah, Victoria, and Cindy, they are my inspiration to always come in the webinar. And I was kind of hurt when I found out from Marina that he was lost. I was crying too, even if I didn't know him personally. And all this, Fred too. Fred is my personal friend, and I was hurt. I was crying. And all these other founders, I know they're here. All of you are here listening to us. You're here, a pure energy, love. So I thank you for all the good memories and the pure love that you offered to us, in each one of us. We will gonna make it. We're in it to win it. Thank you, Marlon. Thank you, everyone. I love you.
Thank you, Della. Thank you very much for those words. All right, and next up, I don't see Cindy back yet, so let's go on to the next person, Mr. Dr. Bill Williams. Come on down, brother.
Thank you, Milo. It's good to see everyone here. I think the title of what we're doing today is so appropriate, and so my commendations to you, Milo, and to Steve Watson for bringing this to your attention as an appropriate topic at this time. I feel like there are unfulfilled wishes, but no regrets, because they know that their legacy is intact. All that have left us and gone before will have a great legacy to leave behind, as Ash has promised that this is a done deal. I had the unfortunate connection, fact of being connected with two that passed away this year that were founders that were in my family. And so they were both my sister's brother and sister. They passed away a week apart. unrelated to each other in terms of how one had COVID and one had kidney failure from long-standing problems. So they were both in their 60s and 70s, had long, very good lives. But Ricky was known by my grandson as Ricky Red Car. He drove a red Corvette. He was a race car driver, and he inspired my son to get into racing many years, 20-something years ago. So Ricky got a new lease on life. He was diagnosed with heart disease and got on the transplant list and was so favored that he got a heart transplant within a month of being on the heart transplant list, which is unheard of, all because of a rare blood type. So he lived an extra 3 years, and he got to know his newborn grandson, and he became focused on knowing his family during that extra time he got with a new heart. Sheila's sister, Linda Sims, was a caregiver for their disabled sister, Sandy, and also to her great-grandchildren. So she was like old Mother Hubbard, who lived in a shoe, had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She had many grandchildren that lived with her, in addition to taking care of our disabled sister-in-law. She had a big heart, and she always gave to those who came to her, and was always the matriarch of their family as far as the age. So those two passed on and left a legacy. I think ONPASSIVE will allow their name to be known further and wider than they may have done on their own. And so it's an honor to be part of ONPASSIVE and to have shared that with them so that what they started could be finished. So again, Milo, thank you for starting what we all would like to finish with this program to honor those who have come before and already passed on to better things.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Bill. And you said something there that, you know, about their dream, you know, and it's going to be carried out and their legacy is going to be intact. And one thing about it that all of you need to know is if you were around for the journey, that's going to be a big thing down the road. Don't kid yourself. If you've been around for the journey when ONPASSIVE launched or down the road, even up till, you know, today, before it's actually globally launched, if you're part of that, you got a legacy, and you have something that other people will never have. They'll never be able to join that journey because that journey's already over. But these that we're talking about today did join it. They had a dream. Every one of them, I guarantee you, had a dream, because with ONPASSIVE, it's something about ONPASSIVE. When you really get it, when you figure out that it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about humanity, it's about helping other people, you know, and you know, and when our heart gets right, man, and our heart and our minds connect, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So thank you, Dr. Bill, for bringing those good words up. All right, let's see. Is Miss Cindy Hopkins back? She is. Cindy, come on down, girl. Talk to us. Let's see if that mic's working. Okay, she just put a note. I called in on the phone. Cindy, we will wait for you. I don't hear you. Lynn, do you have to unmute her? I don't know.
Well, I see her as in the panelist, and she's unmuted right now.
Okay.
So
Cindy, can you
try speaking?
Yes, Cindy. Can you talk? Or
there's a couple of phones coming in. So what I'll do is I'll allow both to talk, because I don't know which one she is, if she's on the phone.
Okay.
So just two people called in. So Cindy, the call-in line is now on talking permitted mode. You should be able to speak.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can. Yay!
All right.
It's so good to have you. Come on down and talk to us.
Hey, it's great to be here. I'd like to turn down my computer because I'm going to get echo. I am so sorry. My mic shows it's working, but it is not working. And so I thought, well, I'll just call in and see, if that way will work. So thank you, Lynn, for helping me out. I sent her an email as well just to let her know. Anyway, guys, hello, my wonderful founder family. Hello to every one of you. God bless every one of you. It is so wonderful to be part of this beautiful, beautiful family. And, I want everyone to remember, I know you do, but we are all one body. We are all connected, always will be. I don't view, like Scott Nelson was my very dear friend for well over 20 years, and I worked with him closely, and what a joy it was to work with him. And you're right, he was a very caring, loving guy. He was also a dreamer. He was also a gambler. He was he always wanted to help people. He wanted to help people a lot, and of course that's what he found in ONPASSIVE. He was like the rest of us, though, sometimes a little impatient and everything, but I do miss him a lot. But he lived a good life. The Lord called him home, and because he was ready to go home. And I'm jealous because it's a celebration. It's a celebration when they get to go home. The only ones that are sad are those of us that are left behind. So, just remember that, guys. They're watching over us. They're rooting us on. They started something that's wonderful, and how lucky for us that we got in on that. And Scott became a founder, I think, a month or two after me. I joined the summer of 2018, and Scott was a month or two behind me. I was actually in the hospital when he jumped in because I had hundreds of messages when I got home from the hospital. But, you're right. You guys, all of you are right. What lives to celebrate, all of them. I knew Fred Lanchwa was wonderful. Wally Gray, what a wonderful man to work with. He wanted to do so much for his community and for the world and to help others, and he will be so sorely missed by so many who had the privilege of knowing him. And of course, Robert Trusty, and the Nolts, Susan McCall, I never got to know, but I know she was a wonderful, wonderful person. And that's what I found is true of ONPASSIVE people, our whole family. You are all wonderful people. You're here because you're dreamers. You're here because you want to make a difference. And you're going to make a difference. We are making a difference, guys. And, that's what every one of these people who have gone before us saw too. And we need to keep this fire going. We need to keep the ball rolling. And I think every one of us are doing it. I just have to commend Milo for all his hard work and in putting this together, and Steve for the suggestion, and of course Lynn Nakamoto. Always, I love Lynn. I love working with Lynn. I know Lynn real well, and I just feel so blessed to even be part of this. And Dr. Bill Williams, I see, who has been just absolutely an inspiration for so many of us. Dr. Benny, all of you guys. I mean, you've all got such wonderful qualities. And, John Barrio, you just, such support to so many. And that's what we need to continue to be, guys, always. If we want to remember these folks and give them the credit that they so richly deserve, keep doing their good works. Keep living life to help others and to make this world a better place. And so, I don't want to tie everything up too much. I mentioned 3. I'm not going to take 9 minutes. I'll take the 3. And I'm so sorry again that my mic is just not cooperating at all. I hope you could hear this clearly. I love you all. I miss you all. The good Lord has decided I don't get to check out. I thought I was going to have to check out a time or two because I've been so sick. But you guys and your prayers I'm still here, and I'm better than ever, stronger than ever. I still have my time, but I am not gone, and nor will I ever be. I will always be with you guys, even if it's just in spirit. But you know what? Keep it up, guys. I appreciate all of you, and I love every one of you so much, and God bless you all. Bye-bye. Thank you, Milo.
Thank you, Cindy Hopkins. We love you too. Thanks for all you did for the company. You've been around for a long time. I remember you way back in the beginning, you and Scott.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful memories. And like I always say, no one's going to be able to experience that journey, because if you wasn't there, you don't get it, So,
Something I did want to mention, I did talk with Stephanie at Great Links, Scott's widow, yesterday, and she wanted to be sure and tell everyone hello, that she's not forgotten you. She's not an internet person, so to speak, okay? But she is definitely going to continue doing good work in Scott's name, and she wanted to thank everyone for all their thoughts and prayers, and just wanted you folks to know that. Jeannie, I love what you had to say as well. It was great, and again, all you guys are wonderful. Keep dreaming. Keep that hope going, okay? God bless you.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And tell Stephanie we said hi. We love her, man. All right, let's move on to the next one. Mr. Tim Dillon, come on down, brother.
Oh my goodness, Milo. Oh my goodness. How do I follow that?
That's a tough one.
And Dr. Bill, what a wonderful story. Beautiful story. I want to thank Mr. Tom Garino from California, because if it wasn't for Tom and Viviana and Mike Horde, I don't know how many of these Zooms we would have, because they were the first outside of the corporate. We used to, when I got in, it was 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday. We had a corporate webinar. And all of a sudden, Viviana and Mike and Tom started having Zooms. Wow. It was so great just to hear and talk with people about this wonderful business. And it exploded. It took off. Marty and Mike and Dan got involved, and Julie and Milo, you got involved. All of a sudden, we had Zooms all over the world. It was incredible. And I want to thank Tom. Passed away after about 4 months of my joining. And I credit Mike, Viviana, and Tom for building this wonderful Zoom that we have now. And oh my goodness, what could they have done with O Connect? Wow. Wow. Hey, believe, have fun, and dream. I love you all.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Tim, I don't have Tom's name on the list. Can you send me that in a Facebook message? And I'll try to get it on the, because I'm planning on doing something else with
Yes,
it. Some
it's
kind of
Tom
video.
Garino.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, send me a message. I won't remember. So
I will send it. I will send it.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your words, man. They were great. All right. Thank you, Tim.
You guys are all great.
All right. Thank you. Well, we are coming to the top of the hour, and we got 4 minutes and 3 minutes, actually. So, Engineer Mike, you're up, brother. You can talk about the founders. for 3 minutes if you want to, and then take us into the live at Edmonton.
Okay. So thank you, everybody, all our global leaders. I see Dr. Bill smiling. Thank you, everybody. It was, I mean, these people who have gone already ahead of us, we are very happy that, I mean, we had a connection with them before they left. Okay, so I joined ONPASSIVE on the 17th of November 2020. So I don't really know much of the older people, but I had some connections with Ms. Bakao and with our other leader, Fred Lavatsky. So they were great people. During the time when we had the email wrinkles things, that people were switching from one account to the next, changing their email. I worked with Ms. Bakao and with, it was awesome, you know. I mean, she was that person who is always open and willing to learn. They are, in short, the whole PNG community is ready and willing to learn all the time. So it's just for you to have patience with them and you enjoy them as I enjoy working with them. And Fred, like doing some registrations. And when we used to go for PNG webinars, he used to usually come with his team and you will see how he will tell us stories, how he has trekked for so long distances just to get founders into ONPASSIVE. It was not an easy journey, but I was happy I could have that connection with them, with Ms. Bakao, with Fred Lavecki. Now, Ms. Cindy Hopkins, I just want to thank you. You have made Dr. Benny's day today just to talk and come here to talk to her because she used to say she's Cindy Hopkins Jr. So you coming here today, we thank God that our prayers are being heard and you're being healed gradually. We'll continue to pray for you to come back to us. So concerning the Edmonton meet and greet, we are still here live, and if you can see, we have people still coming. The house is not full yet. You can see we have, oops. I don't know if, are you guys seeing my other side?
We are not. Let me see if, is there another site? Is there two of them?
Yeah, I have two cameras.
Okay.
With my phone and I'm logging with this one. So
see if I can find it and then I'll highlight it. What is it under? Is it Engineer Mike too?
Yes, that's how it should be. No, hold on. Just hold on.
Okay, let me see.
Can you see?
Yeah, okay. I see another one. I see one that's muted, but the camera's there. Let's see if we can pull that one up. Len, is there any way to pin that to the top?
It's Mike, you're the one that has the camera. Let me see if I see it. I see it now.
I see it, but I pull it up.
We can pin it. Yeah, we can pin it. We can spotlight it, in fact. So everybody will see. Now we're spotlighting it.
All right, we got you now, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk to it.
So this is the people. This is Mr. Thomas Ellie. He's the leader in Edmonton.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Milo.
Good to see you, brother.
I really appreciate you. I want to thank God for actually using our CEO, Mr. ASHMUFAREH, to bless us with this great opportunity. I joined in March 19 of 2021. And as soon as I got the link, I started sharing. And Rita is my co-worker, you know, and she was the first person I shared this opportunity with, you know, and we have been doing other programs before that never succeeded. So when I shared it with her, you know, but she understands this business, you know, she believes in failing forward. So she just grabbed the opportunity and right away started to, you know, share the blessing with her people in the Sudanese community. Then I also told my daughter, you know, who's placed here right now, you know, she also believed in the vision. And my son-in-law, they are here, you have to meet them as we go. So I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and may God bless you for all the good work you do. Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome Edmonton to the Julie and Milo show, or the Milo show. It's great to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Right. We have Mata Selu. She's one of the people who just jumped over the cross line, and she was right in. So those are the last people who entered and were founders. Hello, Mata, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Hi. Yes, the last always get the best. So,
but not the least. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so I barely made it. And the last, and before the program.
The thing with ONPASSIVE, if you just slide in under the door right before that, man, you win. Welcome aboard.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
This is Mr. Ellie's daughter. She is the busiest woman on earth. She has 2 sons. They keep her so busy, but she and the husband are both founders.
Yes.
So we are at their residence, and she wants to say hi.
Hi, Milo. Hi, Julie.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to finally see you all. I'm so excited. Yeah, I joined, shortly after my dad last year, October. He actually opened an account for the kids, and then it was like a Thanksgiving gift for me and my husband for the kids. So then we opened our own account. Since then, we've tried to connect, and we're so blessed for this opportunity. And I myself, I've been sharing this opportunity, and by God's help, I've had some people because I'm in it, they joined, and I'm happy that they were able to make it.
Thank you.
So we're so excited. And also my husband is a musician too, so all the opportunities that he'll have, from all the products. So yeah, we're excited, we're blessed. We thank God for Ash. We're grateful for all of the work that you leaders are doing, including Engineering Mike. And we're happy to be on the Julie and Milo show.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Okay, Milo, can Rita just come in before we continue with the people in-house here? Rita, can you come in?
Rita.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Rita.
Yes, I am glad to be here today. Anyway, I miss you guys. I miss this meeting. It's supposed to be a blessing that Engineer Mike came to Edmonton. Since we started, we have been talking on the phone, but he came and I'm not there. But I'm happy that all my sisters and brothers are there attending them, and I'm so glad for that. I am in Cairo. As you can see, I am in the boat just going around the city. So yes. So thank you very much for this opportunity. And I wish that the more that is coming is gonna be more than this, and I will be there. Thank you very much, Milo and Julie, Engineer Mike, Mr. Thomas, for working very hard to make this day-to-day special for us. And yeah, thank you very much, Lily, Rose, Jackie, and then engineer. By the way, Mikhail is an engineer too. So I am so happy that you guys came today, and thank you very much.
Awesome, Rita.
Thank you, Milo. I have on my left hand some other new founders. They'll say their name. They were also at the verge of, they just jump and skip the friends, as we used to say. They should leave the friends and jump in with us. So they had the opportunity and they jump in with us. Yes. And these are them sitting here. They'll introduce themselves.
Okay. Good evening there or afternoon. My name is Liliana Laco. I am one of the Rita coming through, Rita preparing us to this program, just believing in her and believing that God have a hand of this business. So we just believe in her word and we start registering. So we began to learn and listen to the speakers. So we find it like this is the way we can start and where we can begin our destiny. So we thank God for everybody. So let's just keep going and we'll see what God will bring it to us. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hi. Yeah. We have the next person. What's your own name, please?
My name is Rose Wani. I'm the last group of Rita in Edmonton. We were the last train before the door closed. So Rita like, hey, you guys, please, and because we got ourselves to a different type of businesses before, but the businesses failed, and we kind of like we're disappointed. We don't want to hear about any business anymore. So Rita like, no, this one is different. She really convinced us very well, and I really thank her for that. Thank you, Rita, so much. So we were the last people before the door closed, and we were so happy. We were so happy. Thank you, Rita, and thank you, Thomas. Like we are just holding on both of you in Edmonton, and we thank Engineer Mike for coming to visit us here in Edmonton today. This is really a blessing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Wusong. I just came through Rita and Rose told me, and I'm gonna say thank you. Anyway, we just waiting. We hope everything gonna be okay because we try many business. It didn't like it went through, but I don't know for this one. But the way Rita telling us, even that day I never sleep because like just I get the money already. Already I get the money in the account.
Wow, that was a good one.
The last day I was in the Rita house, I remember we just count the minute, you know. Even I was have more people, but thank God Rita like registered 7 people and then 5 left because already in the last minute. And then no way. But I gotta say thank you so much, and anyway, we hope everything gonna be okay.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we have the one of the big guys here. He's also from South Sudan. He will introduce himself. Then we'll hear him. Milo.
Yeah, my name is Mikhail Logale, Engineer Mikhail Logale. I was in Edmonton here, and then maybe, as Mike said, that the last jumping, but the last people, maybe 1 hour before midnight. Oh, so I'm happy, but until now I'm blind. I don't know. Maybe to this meeting today will open our eyes how to continue and how to. But we are not worried about what is going on, but we want to understand. Then we can go to the path where to go. As I told you, I'm electrical engineer in Sudan. That was in 1987, and then I worked there. Then, according you know, South Sudan before having the war with North Sudan, then the life become bad. Then we transferred, we went to Egypt, and then we came here. Now we are here. Then when we reach here, those people of Hawajat erased my engineering. Now I'm electrician, just electrician.
Okay, thank you very much.
So let us pray to the God. Let us Jesus Christ give us the way how to go. And then thank you. That's one.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Thomas want to say something before we give it over back to you, Milo.
Yes, I just want to say a special thank you to Engineer Mike. He has really been a pillar of support. Anytime I call on him, whether it is even 2 a.m. in the morning, as long as he's awake, of course he's always awake because he's on all the webinars, you know. He has been really very supportive, you know, and he's a blessing to us. You know, and he is really going to help to build our community here. And so, Engineer Mike, thank you so much. May God bless you and be with you. Whatever you touch, may it be a touch of gold. We thank you so much. And thank you, Milo, again, for all the good work you do. And thanks to our CEO for the great effort, for the blessing that he has shared for humanity. We can't thank him enough for the sleepless nights and for the sacrifice, you know, that he's made. But we thank God that God will continue to guide and protect him from all harm and danger. Amen.
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 All right. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Mike. And thank you, Edmonton. Man, welcome to ONPASSIVE. Sounds like a lot of you got in right at the last minute. That's awesome. As long as you get in, we'll be coming back to you at the end of the show for about 5, maybe 7 minutes or something at the end of the show. So,
okay, Milo, we're here. Thank you very much,
go
everybody.
back now to the founders portion. So thank you very much. All right, so let's move back into, we're going to go back into the founders, gone but not forgotten. All right, and this, remember, this is a celebration of their life. They all had dreams. They had dreams that, you know, were there, and we're continuing to bring those out. Okay, next up, we got Mr. William DeLong, the Marshmallow Man. Come on down, William. Are you there, William? All right, let's.
Hello, Milo, can you hear
okay.
me?
I can now, William. Go ahead, brother. Are you there, William? You muted yourself again, I think. You were on for a minute. Hello, William. All right, while William gets his mic worked out, let's move on to the next one. We got, let me look at this. How do I say that name?
Okay, Milo, can you hear me?
Okay, William's on. Go ahead, William.
I was getting my glasses and I did unmute and then a message came on. Yeah.
You're on now.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I want to honor all the people who were in ONPASSIVE and went away because they were trying to make their dreams come true. I had hope and I'm progressing. And as soon as some apples start falling, I will exercise more and get stronger. And I have a quote here I want to relate to you.
Okay.
I want to become so financially stable that God uses my pockets to bless others.
Love that quote. Love it.
So I want to mention that death is a sin. It wasn't intended by God. So in this world, arms will break, hearts will break. But in the end, the light will come through the darkness. So what we have is a challenge for us to make the world better because of the evil people on this world that intend to destroy. So I believe that death is not the end. We'll be to all together. And we're doing this and intelligently. OConnect is going to make the paradigm shift much bigger for us. We all have hearts to make a better world. And I honor those people who intended to do that. But They're leaving it up to us. So we have the work of that challenge in us. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you, William. Love that quote, man. That was beautiful. And love what you had to say. Very inspiring. All right. We have now, let me just read off who we've got right now. We got Sajib, we got Marie Pending, we got Tony Monk, Tanja, and Terry Chapman. That's who we have right now. I think we're going to only have time for about 3, maybe 4 more, because we have to go. We've got other things to do. So we probably, if you want to get in, get your hand up now, because probably only 4 more after Terry Chapman. All right, let's go now to Miss, or not to Miss, to Sajib. Sajib, come on down, brother.
Hey, brother Najbali Milo, you are a young ONPASSIVEian, and really you are a true lover of ONPASSIVE. And this is Shajib Monir, man from Bangladesh. And everyone, you know, today is Eid day. So we are so much happy, and all are Eid Mubarak, Assalamu alaikum. And here, yes, of course, we are lovely ONPASSIVEian family here. And I am so much happy. You know, Eid day, Eid, that means happy. As like Julian Milo show. Here is a lot of people here. Here is Dr. Benny. I love her. She's a I know very well. And Dr. Bill Williams. Really fantastic. And yes, my brother SM is a cool master. And yes, Lynn Nakamoto, yeah, and Lestera. I'm so much happy because yes, I am an ONPASSIVEian and I am proud founder of ONPASSIVE, no doubt. And you know, Julian Milo show is fun and lot of fun. So that's why right now I am singing a song. We are a unicorn, we are the star, hand in hand, in it, 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 in it. And thanks everybody. And again, Eid Mubarak. Hey, hey, this is Shajib Monir. I'm crazy ONPASSIVEian. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sajib. Very good. All right, and next up we have Miss Marie Pendy. Come on down.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Marie Pendy, zooming in from the great state of Virginia. What a day to remember those who have gone too soon. I didn't personally know them, but they have done some good work. Because of their kindness and their ability to share, we have gotten a network of kind people. Because of their contribution, we are here today to honor their work. They paved the way, and we are now walking through that way. What a great job they have done. And I'm here to thank them, even though I didn't know them personally, but I can see their work. Their work will live forever because ONPASSIVE will be forever. Thank you so much to everyone who is listed who have gone too soon. I am here to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because your work will never be forgotten. God, you know, man proposes and plans all these things, but God disposes. It is God who have made the decision, and we have to accept it and move on. But I'm here to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Marie. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, and next up we have, let's see, Mr. Tony Monk. Come on down, brother.
Hello, Milo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well, Tony.
How you doing? How you doing, brother?
Good, good.
What a nice tribute. What a beautiful tribute to the people that have gone before us. My God, this is great. You know, it was nice to hear Cindy Hopkins today. I'm glad she's still with us. Thank God. She was one of the first spokesladies for ONPASSIVE, next to Scott Nelson, who was the spokes guy for ONPASSIVE. Very nice guy. And him and Ash were very close. And when he passed away, Ash was heartbroken for the longest time, and he probably still is. But those who touch our lives stay in our hearts forever, and they do. And I really believe in an afterlife. I believe that they're living through our hearts, and they had the same inspirations that we do today. And we will carry that with us. And I believe behind the scenes, they're still here. They're still involved. We may not see them, but we can feel them. We can feel their presence, and they will always be with us. And it's a beautiful tribute to these wonderful people that came before us. Milo, thank you so much for putting this together. Really do appreciate it. Back to you, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Beautiful words said there. Thank you so much. All right. And next up, we have one that works hard behind the scenes for us all. She blasts stuff out all the time for all of us. I know she works a lot with ONPASSIVE Nation. She works a lot with me. And it's none other than Miss Tanya. Come on down and talk to us.
Hello, Milo. I dare any one of you to pronounce my surname, so don't try. ONPASSIVE will do. I'm happy that you chose this topic to honor all the founders that passed away. And I am here to speak with for some of them, a couple of them. I hoped that their sponsors would be here, but they are not here. So let me share their stories. The first one is Lee Fearman. I didn't know Lee. I just what I know about him is from Judy Judd, that was his sponsor. He passed away a few months ago, and Judy asked for me to help her with help his family to transfer all the necessity to take his account and all things, you know. But the problem is, Lee was very enthusiastic about ONPASSIVE, and he made a lot of accounts. And Judy knows about 17 about accounts. But when I talked about his brother, that is his heir, he sent me an email and asked me, is it possible that there is 44 accounts? Of course, it is possible, but what we can do now, and with the help of Julie, we can just help his brother Gary to get the first account, because from that first account we can get all others' emails. The problem is that Lee, as many of us, had no support of his family. They didn't believe in ONPASSIVE, and so he was alone in debt. But he was so enthusiastic, he was so heart full of hopes that he can help all around. And he made so many accounts. So all I know is from what Judy told me, and he was so a good person, and I just wanted to talk about him, about what I knew about him. For now, his brother changed his mind, and let's say that he's ready to take over all his accounts, but we need to start from this first one. And I hope that Julie sent what is needed, and I hope that we can start from that first one. But there are so many to do from other accounts. Okay. Lee was just a good person and so ready to help around. And I just wanted to share that with all of you. The other one is Goran Nadoveza. He passed away a few months ago at the age of 45. And his mother sent me the message a few hours ago. I asked her to speak here, to join the webinar and speak here, but she said, I am too old now, and I'm not ready to speak about it. So that is another founder, really enthusiastic, because he made the 16 accounts for all his family, and I just wanted to share that with all of you. I'm sure that we have some others, but we are getting names too late. Maybe Milo, we can make a full list maybe later on.
Yep.
Okay.
If anyone's got any names to send to me, send them to the Facebook Messenger. I'll expand the wall and I'll do a kind of a video on it. So that's what's in the plans. We'll probably get that, have that out by, let's say, next week or something. So make sure you get, if you got some names or something you want to get them in before then. Make sure you send me a message and make sure I read it and confirm it. If I don't confirm it, send it to me again. I don't care if you send it to me 100 times. I'll get to it. You just keep sending it. All right. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you, Milo.
All right. And thanks for all you do for us. All right. And next up, we got Terry Chapman. Come on down, Terry. Hello, Terry. Can't hear you. There you go. You should be unmuted now, Terry. Still don't hear you, Terry. You're muted now. There, you're unmuted. Terry, check your settings down by your microphone. Click on the arrow that goes up. Make sure it says automatic adjustment for the microphone. And also, I don't see you got a headset on, but if you got a headset on, make sure that mic is on.
Now.
There we go. We got you now. Come on down.
All right then. Yes, sir. Yeah, my sister, her name was Beverly Laura, and we all called her Susie. And she was a founder. She became a founder back in, I believe it was June of 2020. And she was real excited about it. But she didn't live long enough to see it through. And I just wanted to mention her name to you.
Thank you so much, Terry. I did see Susie on the list. Appreciate hearing. I didn't know Susie, but I'm sure she's looking down from above. And thank you so much for sharing that with us about her. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got Mr. David Schweitzer. Come on down, David. I know you got a friend that was killed.
Yeah, well, first I want to mention Scott Nelson. I knew Scott Nelson. I talked to him a couple times, but I used to watch a lot of his videos he made. I was really impressed with him. I mean, you could tell by the way he talks how much he loved ONPASSIVE and everything. And that's what really got me in it. You know, like I said, I listened to a few of his videos and I was convinced that I wanted to join ONPASSIVE. And so anyhow, he was, I knew that he was in a bad way, and he said, you know, he was ready to go and all that stuff. You know, I knew all that because his wife was sent a few emails out telling us how Scott was. But anyhow, I was honored to get to know Scott, and I really enjoyed his videos and stuff like that. And I know it was pretty hard on Ash too when he passed on too, just like Tony said. But anyhow. And on John Hurley, I didn't know him that well, but I know he made a lot of videos about ONPASSIVE back in the old days. But yeah, sad to say, he got killed by a car, and then so anyhow, I wish he was still be around. He made a lot of good videos back there. I don't know if you ever watched his videos, but anyhow, he was a good guy too. So anyhow, that's all I got to say. I really enjoy Scott. I enjoy listening to him all the time. So yeah, he's missed real bad. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, David. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, next up we got Mafumio. I believe that's the way I say it. Come on down, brother. You're muted.
Good evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you are. I'm from Biro Ramadhani, all the way from Uganda. I would like to thank everyone who has contributed his patriotism, his humanity, and not for being greedy. I know for sure everyone is gonna be paid by God or by Allah. I wish you all Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, it looks like we're full now. We've got a full, we got 3 more, so that's, or 2 more, so that's all we'll be taking. Let's see, we've got, is it,
Hello, Milo. Milo, can you hear me?
Yes, please raise your hand. I don't know who we're talking to.
Yeah, it's Pius. Pius speaking.
Oh, okay, Pius. Come on down. Yes, that's who I'm looking for.
Milo, just want to say thank you very much. This is my first time I'm online business. Then the company I'm bringing, remembering the dead people. I haven't seen in other businesses. That is what people have to understand. This is a real business, real people with a real product. I haven't seen such a thing before in my life. I've done a lot of business failed, and nobody have remembered the dead or remember the poor or the rich. They only just make the money. So thank you, Milo, for everything you have done for all the gun people. There's 3, I don't know most of them, but there are 3 people, I don't know them, but I used to. The first person was Mrs. Susie Becao. I remember when I joined earlier, there's something, a lady, an old woman from PNG, who doesn't have money to register, but she worked for that money. I remember what I said about that woman. You know, that is the first day I saw Susie, and since then I was following her on the webinar. She's a great woman. So may her soul rest in perfect peace. There's another person from my country, Nigeria. His name is Chief Paul Anasambra. He's a chief in our community. When someone show him the business, he said this is what he needs, and he registered multiple accounts to help the widows, but he left us and gone away. May his soul rest in perfect peace. The last person, not the least, our Queen of Africa, Maria Favit, her mother, Joan Favit. We have to remember Joan Favit today because she's a mother of our Queen. So may her soul rest in perfect peace. All the rest, God knows the best. Hence, they are not gone forever because they are going to reincarnate in the same family of ONPASSIVE to eat the wealth of ONPASSIVE. So thank you, Myro. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone. As we are live, we have to pray for life because we are heading somewhere. According to Ash, it's infinity. Our children, where newborn is coming and old people will be going. That is the way life goes. So thank you, Milo, for you to coordinate this webinar for today. My heart is I'm so proud of it. Even if I'm gone today or tomorrow, I know you guys will remember Pius Oba from Ireland because I knew this company are doing it. I've started doing it and they will continue doing it. Thank you, everyone, and God bless us.
All righty. Thank you, Pius. Thank you so much. All right, and we have the last one coming up. It's Mr. Godwin. Godwin, come on down, brother.
Thank you, Milo, for this wonderful opportunity. I'm so surprised when I logged that in at the back office and I saw the topic for the meeting today. My heart bled. Yeah, I sadly lost my senior brother on the 8th of April this year. He was poisoned. I don't know if anybody can see this picture. That is my senior brother, and he was just laid to rest on Friday, 1st of July. Yeah, my brother was poisoned. He did not die a natural death. He's an ONPASSIVE. His business wasn't doing well, and he had all hope when he heard about this ONPASSIVE. And he didn't have male children. He recently adopted 2 male boys with the hope of using this ONPASSIVE to train them. And he was all out everywhere talking about ONPASSIVE before he suddenly passed on. So thank you, Milo, for this wonderful opportunity, at least to talk about him. It's a great honor. Thank you so much. His name is Caleb.
Okay.
And he's going to join the Lord. Thank you.
Godwin, can you please send me that name on Facebook Messenger to Nashville Milo?
Sorry, can I have the link? I don't have the link, please.
Lynn, can you send her a link or Lynn, get me that information if you could? That would be great.
Godwin, just message me in the chat, the webinar chat. Message me privately.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Godwin. Sorry for your loss, but we know that he's still dreaming. You know, his dream is going to come. His dream's going to come true. So that's a good thing. So that concludes what we were going to talk about today. As far as that, we're kind of out of time, but I do have one other thing to share with you. Curtis just sent me a poem that he wrote while we were talking, and I would like to read it to you. It's a great poem. I don't know how he comes up with all these words, but I love to read them. So here it is. This is from Curtis Davis, my brother. He says, to all the founders that have gone before. We know that you were part of helping so many more. And as we honor y'all for everything that y'all have done, we know you work tirelessly from the rising to the setting of sun. We still feel your presence day after day, and your dreams will live on in a mighty way. So please keep looking down from us above and continue to shower us with loads of love. Now there's no more suffering, there's no more pain. Your heavenly home you have finally gained. RIP, rest in peace, our great founders. You are greatly loved and you will be forever missed. How cool is that? I think that's an awesome poem that he shared with us. He just wrote it while we were on it. He is amazing with words. He's a poet and didn't even know it. His feet surely show it. They're long, fellas. Just kidding. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy the daily inspirations that he puts out. He sends me a poem every night at 8 o'clock. I get a poem and he sends it to me and I read it and, have it out by 3 o'clock in the morning. Try to. If I'm not out working and I get in late like this morning, I think I got it out at 6. But hey, we appreciate all of you coming. We're going to go back to Engineer Mike. Are you here still? We want to go back out to Edmonton and see what they're doing out there and see if they've got anything to share with us. Mike, for 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most. Mike, are you there? Hello, Mike. Engineer Mike. Did he leave us there, Lynn?
No, there's 2 of him still in the panel.
Okay.
He might be away from the screen at the moment.
Engineer Mike, are you there? Hello, Engineer Mike.
Hello, Milo.
There we go. All right. We're coming back to you one more time. We want to know what's happening out in Edmonton.
Now I'm doing an ONPASSIVE presentation for the new guests the new founders who joined, who are now founders, but they don't really know much in ONPASSIVE. So I'm trying to give them a presentation. Can you see us from there?
Let's see. Yes, I think I got it. Let me.
You want me to spotlight them, Milo?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
So everybody just sitting now listening to me. I am giving them.
There we go.
You guys are upside down.
Upside down.
Upside down.
You might want to get them off the ceiling.
Wait, let me see.
Got you upside down there, Michael.
Upside down. There we go. Yay. That's better.
So, yeah. So they're sitting and they're listening. I am just giving them a presentation of ONPASSIVE for the new people who just joined. I'm stressing on those products and what ONPASSIVE would do for us.
Yes.
And they are so excited because I think they joined without having a perfect and understanding of the business. But today they have the opportunity to get it from me. So I'm trying to do my best, like Lynn and all the other leaders, to make everybody understand the business.
Thank you, Mike, for doing such a great job. And everybody out there in Edmonton, know that if you're in it, you're going to win. And Mike will go through that all with you. Thank you so much for joining us today on the MILO Show. We love every one of you. And one of these days we'll get together and we can hug a neck and everybody. Love you guys. Thank you, Mike.
Love you all, Milo.
With us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Milo.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's see. Let's go back. Boom. Gallery view. There we go. All right, now let's see. What do we got? We got like just a few minutes left, 14 minutes. Just like to take this time to thank the ones that have been working so hard with us to make sure that the Julian Milo Show and the Milo Show goes off as planned. And one of those is Miss Lynn Nakamoto. Lynn, say something for us, please.
Well, what a beautiful event today was. You can't beat an in-person event plus a webinar. It's the best. I love the sharing that people did today from their hearts. just to acknowledge the contribution that those who have passed have given to us, right? They've given to us in the company and to ASHMUFAREH. They may not be here, but they certainly are here in spirit with us all the way. So that's a comfort to every one of us. But thank you all for supporting the MILO show. We hope to see you here week after week for great content. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynn. And working behind the scenes, as always, Mr. John Barilla. Come down and say a couple words to us, John.
Sure. Hi, everybody. This was really a beautiful webinar. It certainly got to me as I sat here and listened in between the times I was popping around the chats and everything. This is just a beautiful, beautiful webinar. Thank you, Milo. And I want to try one thing. I want to say something to Tanya on passive. Tanya Karajanovic. I think that's the way she says her name. I don't know if I'm right, but I just wanted to give it a try because she says nobody can pronounce her name. Karajanovic. Bye, folks.
Hey, Tanya. Tanya does a lot for us behind the scenes. Come on down and give us 30 seconds of what you think. Did he do okay?
Well, my surname is Karajinovic. Do you find it there, John? Karajinovic. Okay, I don't expect of any of you to get it. ONPASSIVE will do.
All right. Well, good. I'm going to stick with ONPASSIVE because I know I ain't going to get that one right. Thank you for all you do, Tanya. Let's see. Curtis Davis, come on down. Give us 30 seconds, man. Thanks for that beautiful poem and thanks for all you do for us. Curtis, are you here? You done with? Not here? All right.
I'm here.
He's here.
I'm here.
He's here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can
hear you. Go ahead. Give us
Can you
30
hear me?
seconds. Yeah, give us 30 seconds, man. Thanks for all you do for us, the daily inspiration, and for that.
I want to thank everyone for all for putting on a great show and keeping everything going the way that it should be going and making sure everything runs right, and for keeping Milo in line. That's a full-time job itself.
That's
Thanks,
for sure.
Thanks again. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Kurt. Thanks. He's always reminding everyone to keep me in line because I am a tough cookie to keep in line sometimes. All right. I don't think Ocho Chiri's on, is he? Ocho Chiri, he's not on. Bruce G, is Bruce G on, or Judy, they're not on. I see Marina Favit. Marina, come on down and talk to us for a couple minutes.
Hello, Africa. Hello, world. Hi, Milo. Thanks for having me on. I must apologize for being late. I am on holiday visiting my daughter and friend. So I just got on a few minutes ago, but I did hear Pius and give a shout out to my mom as well. And I'm going to definitely watch the recording because I'd love to listen to everyone who spoke. And yeah, it's been a long journey. And I know there's a lot of people that I actually forgotten their names, but I remember they were very active on YouTube and I just can't remember. Maybe you have covered it. But yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, just a few words from my mom's side. She was so supportive of me. I fly back to Joburg on Monday, and that would be a 1-year anniversary of her passing. And, you know, if I think back, she was really a pillar of strength. She loved the fact that I was involved in something that gave me a purpose and, you know, that was going to help humanity. She was always about helping, and her mother as well. So yeah, let her legacy live on. And then also, just in case it wasn't mentioned earlier, thoughts go out to Scott Hughes, who was a very active founder, also one of the team members. He's bought positions, you know, across the board and very well liked and loved. And our gardener that died on the day I had my live event in October last year, he was only 34 years old and a founder. So, you know, that was very sad, but we were all there. Rose was there, and, you know, very, very supportive when I saw the founders that came together, you know, just to pray and just do whatever we needed to. But we were at peace that he was in a better place now. And then also Marina Pillman from Australia. She was also very sick for a long time and very excited about what was to come. So unfortunately for a lot of people, you know, they're not with us today, but their legacy and, as you say, their dream will go on because there are people in the lives of those founders that are no longer with us that will continue the dream to the best of our ability. And it's been great to be on this panel for a change. I know I've been very quiet, but it's been great to, you know, to come back home, I should say. And thank you very much.
Thank
Great
you
to see you all.
Thank you, Marina. So good to see you again. And thanks for those wonderful words that you did. And I see Ocho Thierry is on the panel. Come on and give us 30 seconds, Mr. Ocho. Thanks for all you do for us, brother.
Bonsoir, Milo. Bonsoir, everybody. Sorry, I'm a bit jumping from a webinar to another because we just have we are on Q&A with French people, actually. So it's a bit crazy, but I'm jumping. I'm on my phone. So nice to see you all, and especially Marina, long time. And yes, I'm glad to be here. Just want to say a goodbye to Dr. Van Neste, Dr. Leven, who was living in Portugal, who I know from Facebook a long time ago. And I know he was talking with Ash some of the times. So yes, a lot of we are trying with the people in Belgium to find his family in Belgium, and to try to see because I don't think he died suddenly. He was not expecting that, and so we will try to work with the company and with the founders to have news from his family, and knowing that the position he had from 2018 is safe for his family. So thank you, Milo, and I will keep you updated on that.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Ocho. Thank you so much for all you do for us. I know you spread the word all the time. I send it to you, you get it out right away. Thank you so much. All right, at this time, I would like to take 2 minutes and just be in silence for all of them, and let's think about the people that have gone on before us. All right, can we do that? Let's do that right now. Thank you. Thank you. And for remembering the dreams that are going to live on through every one of us. Remember, some of the founders started the journey. They didn't quite make it to the end, but they got their reward and they're looking down on us. And remember, we get to live in the dreams. We get to live in their dreams and let them watch them come about. To all of the founders, man, that had someone that was close to them, our condolences to you. We're thankful that you're here. I know that they made a huge difference, and you never know how many people's lives they've made a difference in. But when it all comes about and you look at how these things blow up, there's going to be huge things that they'll still keep living on the legacy. I want to thank you all for coming today. And once again, I'd like to thank Lynn Nakamoto for helping me out, bringing people in, and Mr. John Barilla for working in the back office and making sure that everything goes cool in the chat. So it's that time to say good night. So once again, thank you so much for coming to the show, because remember, the show would not be here if it was not for you. Please subscribe. Like I said, I'll be having a new channel coming out, but please follow. And we love to have you on the show. I love every one of you, man. I love to hear you talk. I love to see some of you coming forward that haven't talked before and starting to come forward. So what we got to say now is thank you for coming to the show, and good night from Nashville.
Hey,
Good night from New York City.
Good night from Virginia.
Good night from Montenegro.
Good night from
Chevy Chase,
Can I do the flowers?
Good night from Houston, Texas.
Good night. Good night. So long.
Good night, Marina.
Good night from Pennsylvania, USA.
Good night from Boston.
Good night, Lynn and Milo.
Good night from Ontario.
Good night, everyone.
Good luck to everybody. Love y'all.
Good night.
Good night, Dean.
Bye, Milo.
Good night, Milo.
Mute everyone. Good
night, Mr. Okay, Milo wants to say something. Go ahead, Milo.
Sorry, I guess I'm muted. Hey, one thing I wanted to say, no wonder no one could hear me. But what I would like to say is if you know of anyone in the next day or two, make sure you get their name. If they were a founder, get their name over to me so we can add them to the wall. Okay, so we can do it, and I'll make up a video with it all on it here in the next few days or whatever. So thank you. So that's all I needed to say. I forgot to say that. Thank you, everyone. Good night from Nashville.
Can I do the
Good night from
flowers?
New York City.
Good night. Good night, my
Good night.